In this video, I will first break down Luffy's body into simple shapes and forms before adding the details. Throughout the video, I will mention useful reference points regarding Luffy's body proportions, so I hope you don't miss them. There will be more videos with Luffy in his full body form, so stay tuned. In figure drawing, a very common unit of measurement and reference is the head, which is the distance from the top of the head to the chin. The length of the head can be used as the unit of measurement to compare the rest of the body. There are a number of important distances between reference points that you can observe in your subjects. Whether dealing with characters with realistic body proportions or stylized characters, we need to understand our subject's unique proportions first. Accidentally altering proportions can create very noticeable distortions that detract from the believability of your drawing. So let's dive in and take a closer look at Luffy's body proportions from the front view. First, draw a vertical line at the height you want Luffy to be. We will divide this line into 7 equal segments, so I suggest choosing a height easily divided by 7 if you use a ruler. Leave a bit of space above and below the vertical line. So draw the vertical line with your chosen length, do the math and divide this length by 7, and put markings on the vertical line according to the quotient to section it into 7 equal segments. Extend the vertical line by a little bit below. Character designs and a character's body proportions can change over time with long-running shows. This version of Luffy is a little bit over 7 heads high. You don't have to, but I have added some dotted horizontal lines for each segment as guidelines and for your reference, especially since I will draw Luffy's full body from the side view right next to the front view in another video. First, we will draw Luffy's head into the first segment. If you have watched my other tutorials, you know that I use the Loomis method to draw the head. In this case, we already have a set height for the head. You can outline the head freehand, but if you want to use the Loomis method, you can section the height of the first segment into 7 equal units. The upper 6 units represent the diameter of the circle. But I will go ahead and just guess where the bottom of the circle would be. When using the Loomis method to draw a head from the front view, I usually draw a circle, then the vertical and horizontal midline of the circle. I then divide the vertical line of the upper and lower half of the circle into thirds, so I have 6 segments altogether, and add 1 segment below the circle to make it 7. These 7 segments represent the height of the whole head, from the chin to the tip of the head, without hair. Since the head is flatter on the sides, you don't use the whole circle or sphere as the cranial bones, but cut off pieces from the side of the circle. You don't have to use guidelines, but make sure that your face doesn't get lopsided and that the placement of the eyes is correct, with the same distance from the inner corner of the right and left eye to the vertical midline of the face, and the same distance from the outer corner of the eyes to the contour of the face right next to the eyes. Always confirm that the outer corners of the upper eyelids can be connected to the corners of the lower eyelids with an invisible line. This is a mistake a lot of beginners make. Even if you don't color your illustration later, you want to make sure that the white of the eye has a distinct edge that connects the upper and lower eyelids and separates the white part of the eye from the skin color around the eyes. Now divide the height of the second segment into thirds. The collarbone is approximately located on the upper third mark. For this version of Luffy, we can make the upper body as wide as the head is high. The ribcage ends about here. Then we have the abdominal region below the ribcage and above the pelvis. This part of the trunk is very flexible in terms of movement and can bend and rotate in different directions, making it possible for the upper trunk to turn in another direction than the lower trunk. Here we have the bottom part of Luffy's chest. As I mentioned earlier, here we have the bottom of the rib cage. Imagine the neck as a cylinder, and the trapezius muscles as a skewed rectangular pyramid with the cylinder sitting on the slanted plane of the pyramid. Then we have the crotch around here, with this shape representing the area of the pelvic bones. The angle of the kneecaps dictates the angle of the lower legs and the feet. We can draw a midline from the knees down the shins to determine at what angle to draw the feet. Luffy's upper leg is about 1.6 heads long, and the lower leg, from the knee to the ankle, is about 1.6 heads long as well. Now let's take a look at the arms. The elbows are located at the bottom of the rib cage. about 1.5 heads below the chin. The upper arm is about 1 head long, and so is the forearm, from the elbows to the wrist. The knuckles of the hand are about the height of the crotch. When drawing any form of even the mildest complexity, it helps to sketch in the parts you can't see. Once your hand and mind are trained, these lines won't be as necessary, although many accomplished artists lightly draw construction lines for helpful reference. These lines are easily erased or covered over later. I hope this video was helpful. If you want more tutorials on full body poses, let me know by hitting the like button and commenting below. There will be more tutorials on Luffy, so subscribe to get updates. Thank you for watching.